We live in a Good Friday world. On that first Good Friday, evil seemed stronger than good. Wrong seemed stronger than right. Death seemed stronger than life. Much like our world today. This is Thomas Ramundo on Easter weekend 2020 with this week's Friday focus on faith. What's the answer to life in a Good Friday world where it feels like evil beats out good and death knocks out life, where there's tragedy and calamity, heartache and heartbreak, sadness and sorrow, worry and fear, where war wages and an epidemic rages? The answer? Well, to live in a Good Friday world, you need an Easter Sunday faith. Back in the days when diphtheria was a major menace and epidemic threat, a family, the Youngs, lost 3 of their 4 children to that highly contagious disease in less than 1 week. It happened just before Easter. And on Easter Sunday, Mr. and Mrs. Young, with their sole surviving child, were at church. Mrs. Young taught her Sunday school class, just like she always did. And come time for the worship service, Mr. Young, who was the scripture reader each week, read the Easter passages with conviction, only a break now and then in his strong voice. To the entire Easter congregation, the Youngs seemed a miracle. How can they? People asked each other as they left church that day. A 15-year-old boy walking home from church with his father said, "Well, Dad, I guess Mr. and Mrs. Young really believe it, don't they?" "Believe what?" asked his father. Dad, the whole big thing, Easter, and all that Jesus' resurrection means. They really believe it, don't they?" "Of course they believe it," answered his father. "All Christians believe it." "Yeah," said the boy, "but they don't all believe it that way." My friend, believe it. Believe it that way. Because in a Good Friday world, you need an Easter Sunday faith.